Kora grew up with her family, who she had a father, a mother, an older brother, and a sister. Kora was at the age of 9 when her homeworld was attacked by the Mother World. Belisarius and his forces killed everyone that was on the planet, including Kora's family. In this scene, we see young Kora pick up a gun from a fallen troop. As soon as Kora walks out of the alleyway, Kora witnesses chaos. Kora witnesses the destruction of her home, along with her people. Kora then runs out to another alleyway, but this time, she is then cornered. While Kora is trapped in the alleyway, an Imperial commander steps into the alleyway and approaches Kora. While Kora witnesses the man approach her, she notices that the man places down his weapon, letting her know that he's not going to do anything to her. The man then encouraged Kora to point the gun right at his head. But then when Kora pulled the trigger, the gun didn't fire. The man would then take Kora with him to the Mother World, and he named her Arthelais. But who was this man exactly? This man was known as Belisarius. Arthelais began her training as a member of the Imperium for the next 9 years, and even graduated from the military academy when she was 18 years old. During Arthelais' years of working as an Imperium officer, Arthelais learned a lot more about the Mother World from the scribes. Arthelais also learned the history behind Princess Issa, which included the first Princess Issa. A few years later, Arthelais became a royal bodyguard for Princess Issa. However, Belisarius began planning out an assassination of the royal family, and by doing this, he would use Arthelais as the scapegoat for the assassination of the royal family. After the royal family was assassinated, Arthelais would escape by taking one of the Imperium dropships that was in the king's gaze. But then it wasn't until later on when Arthelais crash-landed on the moon of Velt. One of the farmers in the village known as Hagen discovered the Imperium dropship that crash-landed into the fields far off from the village. When Hagen discovered Arthelais in the ship, he decided to take her home with him. And at that moment, Kora's new life began. Hagen, along with the villagers, gave Kora a new, quiet life at the edge of the galaxy. Kora worked as a farmer on Velt before the Imperium found its way on the moon of Velt. When Kora discovered the dreadnought in the sky, she stopped in fear. She ran out to go ring the bell to warn the villagers. Kora knew that things were not going to be good when the Imperium arrived in the village. And as it turns out, the Imperium made the villagers agree to Admiral Atticus Noble's demands. The villagers had hope for mercy, but Kora knew that it wasn't going to end well. Kora would sit back until she heard Sam's call for help. After all the Imperium troops that were left behind in the village were defeated, Kora knew that they were going to need to fight. Kora began her journey throughout the galaxy to find strong warriors to fight against the Mother World. She found warriors like Tarek, Nemesis, General Titus, Darien, and Deborah Bloodaxe. And of course, Jimmy would fight alongside with them too. Kora, alongside the rebels, would fight against the Imperium on the planet Gondoval, but would then fight against them once again, but this time, it would be on the moon of Velt. With the rebellion fighting together as one, they were able to defeat the Imperium victoriously. Now we're going to be discussing Kora's fighting abilities. Kora is very intelligent when it comes to fighting her opponents. For example, while the Imperium troop is aiming his gun at Kora, Kora slowly gives the Imperium troop her axe. But when the Imperium troop has his grip on the axe, Kora does this. Not only is Kora intelligent, but she is also fast.
You need to leave.
Listen close, you jealous little bitch.
The primary weapon that Kora wields was actually given to her by King Athander before the royal family was assassinated.
So now we are going to take a close look at Kora's primary weapon, which is also known as the Guardian gun. And as you guys can see here, the gun does have a golden camo texture to it. And right here you have the safety feature, whether if you want to put the gun on safety or if you want to set the gun to safety off. And then right here you have this black grip along with the golden eye symbol, which is on the grip. And if we look down here, it does have a slot to where if you want to put some attachments, I believe. And then right here you do have the front of the gun, which has the barrel. And if we look on the top, you do have the iron sight right around here where you want to aim for your targets. And then I'll flip over the gun to show you guys the other side of the weapon. I think this looks really cool, and yes, this is the gun that Kora used in RebelMoon.
Kora is also really skilled when it comes to her wielding Krypton blades. Kora is able to go up against really tough opponents, and even went one-on-one with Admiral Atticus Noble, which she actually defeated him twice. During Kora's years as working as an Imperial officer, she would then sometimes visit the engine room and confront the Kali, a goddess-like being that was a dreadnought source of power for fast travel. When Kora confronted the Kali, she could feel the Kali's pain. She knew what the Kali was going through. Throughout the years, Kora believed that she was the assassin of Princess Issa. This is until General Titus approaches Kora and says, "But you are not her assassin, for the princess is still alive." "You thought she could be killed so easily?" "No, she is more than death." I was super happy that I got to talk about Kora here on RebelMoon Theory, which she is an amazing protagonist, and I cannot wait for more RebelMoon. And that is it for today's video. Please like the video, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel if you want more from RebelMoon Theory. And happy birthday to RebelMoon Part 2, the Scargiver.